Now, there are not many things I don't like about living in the Tri-Valley, and honestly, I plan on living here for the rest of my life. And from a business perspective, it's probably not smart for me to tell you things that aren't great about living here, but out of full transparency, I want you to know in case it's a deal breaker. So here we go. Now, number one of the most annoying things about living in the Tri-Valley that we've been dealing with since all the massive growth is the increase in traffic, particularly the 580 West to 680 freeway junction. It is absolutely horrendous. Almost any time of the day you come out here on a Saturday midday, and it is backed up, creating a ton of traffic all the way behind it. It's horrible. The state needs to do something to correct this, and fast, because it is a growing problem that has been a problem for many years now. Now, number two is the utility costs for natural gas and electricity through PG&E. Now, to be fair, I have heard that these utility costs have gone up everywhere, and in the Bay Area and in the Tri-Valley, it is definitely no exception. Now, when it comes to electricity, personally, I am getting solar installed on my house this month that will cover the entire electricity bill, but natural gas has gone up tremendously, and that is a problem. Now, to give you a reference point on just how much this costs, my house is about 1,500 square feet, and in the wintertime, I pay about $300 to $350 a month. Now, when you break that bill down, it comes out to about 40% in natural gas use and 60% in electricity use. Now, my bill in the wintertime is far more than it is in the summer because of the furnace used to heat the house, which uses natural gas. My electricity use is far less in the wintertime because we're not using the AC and we're only using the furnace. But in the summertime, my natural gas costs go way down and my electricity use goes way up. So having the solar installed to cover that electricity use will be a massive game changer for my overall monthly bills. Now, number three, the gas prices in California are really high if you don't know. Now, they have come way down from their peak during COVID, which when it was averaging about $6.50 to $7 a gallon. So they are much lower than that now, but still, relatively speaking, they are higher than the rest of the United States. Now, if you were to go get gas right now at a little mom and pop privately owned gas station, you could expect to pay around $4.50 to $5 a gallon. And if you were going to a Chevron or a Shell or a bigger name brand station like that, you could expect to pay somewhere between $5.25 and $6 a gallon. Now, I have heard gas is up everywhere relative to where you live, but if you are moving to California from out of state and you weren't aware of this, I think it's important for you to know. Now, number four, the cost of housing. Now, everybody knows the cost of housing in California, especially in the San Francisco Bay Area, as well as Los Angeles, is much more expensive than the rest of the country. And it's really unfortunate because I wish many more people had an opportunity to own a home in such an amazing place. We live in a very popular area with high school ratings, overall safety, and a great family feel, and the new homeowners who are moving here have higher paying jobs, and the pricing of housing has risen as a result of that. If you do want to move to the Tri-Valley and you're on a little bit more of a strict budget, then we can cherry pick specific neighborhoods that fall within that budget. For example, if you're looking for a little bit of a smaller single family home built in the 60s, then I would recommend the Val Vista neighborhood because they have homes there in the $1 million to $1.3 million range, and you're still in the heart of Pleasanton, close to the freeways, close to shopping, close to downtown, and all of that good stuff. Now, lastly on this list is a characteristic I assume everybody already knows, but I wanted to highlight it just to make sure it's accounted for. If you're moving from a smaller, less populated area, then it may feel a little overwhelming with the amount of people we have here. It's all relative though, because we have way less people than other Bay Area cities like San Jose or San Francisco, of course. I mean, we are a suburban region, so if you've had experience living in one or know what that feels like, that is helpful. With the amount of growth some of these cities like Dublin have had in the Tri-Valley, it can feel pretty crowded for someone who hasn't experienced it yet. I have a lot of clients who found me on YouTube who are moving here from out of state, and what I recommend all of them do is spend a few days here to get a feel of the region and see if they like it and if they actually want to make the move. I feel that's always the best option to get a real understanding of what it's like being here before making the decision. So I always recommend that. All right, that's it. That's my list of 5 things I don't like about living in the Tri-Valley. And with those 5 things accounted for, I still plan on being here for the rest of my life because I love it so much. If you need help buying or selling, or you have any questions, give me a call, text, or email any time of the day. See you on the next video.